Hello, 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 and welcome, welcome. How are you on a Wednesday? It's a Wednesday. Trying to find my glasses here. Jeez, Louise. How are you all? Let's see who is in here. Who do we have in here? Okay, let's see. We have Mel to the B. Hey, Mel, how are you? She says, hi, DD and Divas. Wait, Heidi D, Divas and Gentlemen. This week has flown by, and I was under the weather a little bit yesterday. My daughter was under the weather. We recovered really well, but yeah, I don't know what was going on. I don't know what was going on. I think it was something we possibly ate from Whole Foods that kind of did not agree. But anyway, so yeah, this week went by pretty quickly, I must say. All right, Mel is telling everybody to like and subscribe on your way in. Share. Oh, I love how you added that share if you're enjoying the Downsizing Diva. I love that. Thank you, Mel to the B. DJ Meyer. I always wanted to do that DJ thing when I see your name. How are you? How are you? Who else we have? Reset with Anissa. How are you? Hey, Reset with Anissa. Let me see. I'm scrolling. I love how she said, hi, Reset. Lakeisha, how are you, Lakeisha? Look at you. Jeez, Louise, you in that red hair, styling and profiling. I absolutely love it. We got my girl Cookie in the house. She says it's Wednesday. Okay, so do you have some wins? Who has some wins? I feel like my face is glowing, but then I looked again and I thought, I'm getting hot. I'm hot. I don't really have on a whole lot of heavy duty clothes. These clothes are light as can be. Jeez, Louise, it must be hot up here. I was just cold a few seconds ago. So I don't know. It's these lights. That's what it is. It probably is the lights. All right. Nicole, coming off that birthday. How are you, Nicole? All right, let me turn on this fan and then I'll probably get cold. But I have on some slippers here. Look at my slippers. Nice and cozy wozy. And that's probably making me hot too. Jeez, Louise. But my feet were cold. So, I don't know. Jeez, Louise. Let's see. We have JC. How are you? JC, Calamity Jane. I love saying your name like that. Calamity Jane. It sounds like you're on an adventure, which you kind of are if you watch your video. I feel like you're on an adventure over there. I love it. Let's see. Simply Taisha. How are you? She says, Happy Wednesday, Dee and Divalicious fam. How are you? I don't think I turned that on, did I? Who else do we have in here? I don't want to miss anybody. Kate, how are you, Kate? She says, hi from Seattle. Oh, my goodness. We got Jen in the bushes driving to work. Drive safely, Jen. Drive safely. We love that. We got Brenda, Marlene. I love the two first names. I always think about that as two first names. I had a student named Marlene, and then I had her daughter in my class as well. Isn't that funny? I had her, and then I had her daughter years later in third grade. Okay, Marlene. Oh, she was a nice lady too. Nice. Well, she's developed into a nice young lady as well. Z, how are you? She says, Happy Hump Day. I love it. Who else do we have in here? My twin, my friend. Happy Hump Day, DD Divas and Dudes. Hey, Bellflower, how are you? We got Sin. Sin is in the house. I said, Sin is in the house. How are you, Sin? Okay, we got Paula. Oh my goodness. Hey, Paula, how are you? She says, hello, Dee and everyone in here. Happy Wednesday. It is a Wednesday. Feel like I want to sing my Wednesday song. Dee, guess what? I was 303 days into perimenopause and Aunt Flo came for a visit this weekend. No way, Jose. What? Oh, I am annoyed for you. Jeez, Louise. Well, you know what? Should we give that some confetti? I don't know. Do you want some confetti for that, Kate? Because I'm going to tell you, I don't know if you guys know who Healthy Spirit Podcast is. I always call her Tia. But she had said, well, I guess if you're celebrating being in menopause or postmenopausal, I said, well, Tia, just think about it. I'm not going to ever have a cycle. Well, hopefully never again. Like I'm done with the cycles of it all. So I just thought that is why I'm celebrating. That is why I'm celebrating being in menopause, because I am so glad not to have a cycle. So, Kate, you got to let me know if we should be giving you some confetti or what. I just cannot believe that. I thought that was going to happen to me. I really did. Okay, Kate, geez, Louise. We got doses of Shania. Wait, you had it. Oh, Shani. I remember. I was gonna say, weren't you Ashanti last time? Wait a minute. Okay, so hold up. Wait a minute. Now, my memory is serves me well a lot of times, and this is one of those times. Now, wait, did you change your channel name? Are you a content creator now? If you aren't, you should be. Document that journey. Document that journey. Yes. Okay, so I gotta catch her. Let me know, Bellflower or Mail. Let me know in the chat if she responds to that, because I'm gonna skip down to it. I want to know. Geez, Louise. Kelly, how are you? She says, greetings, Dee Dee and fam. You know what, Kelly? For some reason, you have sparked this in me. Now, Bellflower and Mail, let me tell you, because I was under the weather yesterday, I didn't get to that Google form. And literally, that form would take me 5 minutes to create. I create my math test and with a whole bunch of stuff on there in like 15 minutes flat. So I know I could create this in 5 minutes. It just totally slipped my mind. It surely did. So I'm going to have to do that on Friday. Or maybe even Sunday and then roll it out. Geez, Louise, I'm surprised Mel didn't mention it when I spoke with her. But yeah, it just totally, I was like, there's something I need to do. And I don't know, for some reason, so Kelly, I hope you're coming on the DD meet and greet, because for some reason, when I saw your name, I thought, that's what I'm supposed to be working on. Geez, Louise, I could not remember. I got to write things down. Let me write this down on my calendar, because I have learned it about me. If I don't write it down, it might not happen. Let's see. What's today? October 1st. Today is October 1st. I love that. Okay, so I'm going to write this down. I'm going to write it down for Sunday, the 5th. And if I get it done before the 5th, no, I should write it down. Yeah, I'm going to write it down on Sunday, the 5th. I'm going to say Google form. Okay, you know what? I just got to keep it real. And honestly, it slipped my mind. I was sitting here thinking, like, it's something I need to do. And I looked on my calendar, I racked my brain. But, hey, thank goodness for Kelly, because she reminded me. Thank you, Kelly, even though you probably don't know how you spurred that on. But, geez, Louise. Okay. Let's see. Now, doses of Shani. She was here last week. I remember she had that beautiful sun on there. You said, give you some confetti. Go, Kate. Go, Kate. Oh, my goodness. Kate. Jeez, Louise. All right. So you're still diving in that womanhood super deep. Jeez, Louise. Okay. Yes, I remember Ashanti. I changed my name on here. No content creator, thinking about it though. Yes, you should do it. Oh my goodness. I think you would be great. Let me know. I'll help you out. Geez, Louise, on all my spare time, I'm telling you, I am super busy. I don't even know. I could help though, but I am so busy. Geez, Louise. I think that's great though. I'm gonna tell you, anybody out there thinking of being a content creator, document your journey, even if you're not into the whole how you could just be like me, doing the live 3 times a week and making these videos and interviewing folks and all that stuff. You could just document your journey. That's really how I started out, and it really just snowballed into this because of the response from the people. So I think that's a video diary for you. One day I'm going to look at myself and say, good job that I really documented all this. So yeah, you should do it. Do it. No pressure though. No pressure. Let's see. Okay, yes, people are saying bless you, Kate. Kate, yeah, Kate. We just don't know. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. We have a super chat. Wait, Mel. Mel to the B. Wait a minute. Let me go down here. Mel said, I wasn't going to say a word. It's okay to take a beat, Dee. I'm trying to be more gentle with my friends. Hashtag soft like vibe. I hope I can tell this story, but I'm going to tell it, Mel. I'm talking to Mel the other day, and she said, Dee, something, I think it was a link, an affiliate link that she was asking me for. And she was like, you haven't put that out. I said, Mel, I am busy. I started running down to her, everything I had going on. And she was like, okay, Dee. She was like, I was just asking. I know. So Mel to the B, Mel to the B. So yeah, Mel, if you would have said that, that would have been fine. It's just so funny because I can just picture you now, like, geez, oh man, I just asked for a link, and I wasn't like hyped up, but I just was like, honey, do you know? This is like last on my list because, my dad has, how like you help your parents out and what you have to do for them. Sometimes it's like, easy breezy, not a lot to do, and then sometimes it's like 15 million things you got to do all at once. So that's what's been hitting me, with things, helping him out. And that's okay. I'm still like, and then the thing of it is what I have to help him out with. I have to be on phone calls and geez, oh man, customer service is not like it used to be. So, geez, oh man, I can see so well. It's like the words were like small and then they got huge. Geez, Louise. Okay, I probably still will mess up some of these words. Okay, so wait, I'm missing some folks. I scrolled down for that super chat and I probably won't find my way again. Let's see, what are you gonna do and say? Scrolling. Okay, happy hump day. I see that. Did I get through these already? Okay, I saw okay. Kelly, okay. Sorry. When I get to that super chat, it just, it takes me back. Brenda says, nope, it's a trick. Menopause is a prankster for sure. Give Kate the confetti. Kate said I was a bit bummed in Perry, but I had accepted it, and Creator is just wanting me to stay on my toes. Yes. Great attitude to have. Really, it's really how you react to things, not the actual things, believe it or not. Heidi in chat, celebrate 1 full year. Yes. 86 pounds down today. We'll see if I can hit 90 down for the final weight of 128 pounds. What in the what? Jeez, Louise, you are the MVP. Let's give you some confetti. Go MVP, go MVP, go MVP, go MVP. Everybody just celebrate with me. The MVP. I love that. Wow, good for you. 1 full year on Zepbound. 86 pounds down. Jeez, Louise, you probably will hit that 90. If I was a betting lady, I would bet on you. Yes. Very good. I love that for you. Oh my goodness. Yes. Okay. I thought it was Ashanti. Okay. Very good. All right, so your wins. I did my planks. I hit my second 5% goal. Week 12 down, 30.6 pounds to go. Yes. So, I was saying, now that you brought up the planks, I was telling Taisha today that, I knew somebody was going to do a challenge. I just could feel it. The challenge of it all. Because that squat challenge was, people were on fire with that squat challenge. I love to see that. And then Toy, the review, she was on it. And so, then I said, somebody's going to do another plank challenge. And I'm glad it was simply Taisha. So if you're doing those planks, I'm doing my plank tonight. In Pilates, we did a lot with planking. They do a lot with planking there. And so, geez Louise, my stomach is probably like, what happened to your... the planking of it all. Well, it's gone and now it's coming back. Jeez, Louise. Now, I'm not a fan of record myself at all, let alone doing some exercise. And, there's times I record, walked on the treadmill, went live. So I may record, I may not. I may just shout out Taisha that I did it. I may just text her that I did it. You know, my daughter may even get in this plank challenge. You know, it's like, geez, oh man, if she sees me doing something, she's gonna definitely want to do it. So, so whatever challenge you are in, though, just make sure you are not exerting yourself. Like, you know, just make sure you're just kind of doing it and doing it in the proper form, right? Yeah, so I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that. I got to get my plank up in here too. And again, you probably won't catch me. And then who knows? Maybe I will. I don't know, but I don't plan to. But wait a minute. Hold up, JC. We got to give you some confetti. Okay, so she hit her 5% goal, week 12, down 30 pounds. That's amazing. Go, JC. 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 Dun, 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 dun. I love it. Very good. So you are doing it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, good for you. Mary Lynn Elizabeth, another one with the names. The two, I feel like when you have two first names, like you're on fire. She says, hello, Dee Dee. Hello, everyone. So excited to find this live. Just got in from my walk and making dinner now. Love you, Dee Dee. I love you too. Thank you for joining. And tell us what you're cooking. You know, I am so full. I ate today. I had some chicken. It was grilled chicken, but it had like a little barbecue sauce on it. And I had regular sauce, not sugar-free, not, you know, a million ingredients on the back. It just has a couple on there. It was good. I had a sweet potato and I had a cucumber tomato salad, and I put a little bit of cheese on it and my little bit of dressing, and it was good. And I was full, and so now I'm feeling, I'm like, I don't want anything to eat, but it's just I want to hear about it. All right, so who else do we have in here? Let's see. She says, regarding becoming a content creator, the Mel to the B. You know, Mel would make a great content creator, although I think her channel would be called, I'm going to let her tell what her channel would be. Mel to the B. Margie, how are you? How are you? Good to see you in here. How are you doing? Okay, yeah, I don't know about the 365-day dilemma. I'm salty for my girls who this happens to. Yeah, I told you. She said the patriarchal system of medicine. I told you it happened. So when I thought it was so ingrained in my mind, that's why I thought I saw it. But never fear, another doctor appointment is near. Well, it's not near. Actually, it's farther than I would like it to be. But, you know, I'm going to be getting down to the bottom of everything going on, hopefully with me. Yeah. Mel, don't get too soft now. I'm not going to recognize you if I ever meet you. Keep them in line. Oh, honey, you don't have to tell her, Cookie. She going to keep you in line whether you want her to or not. Mel B for the win. She does not play. I absolutely love it. Okay, let's get down to our topic. Wait a minute. I'm trying to find new folks in here. Harjareen. I absolutely love it. Harjareen was doing a check 1 2 1 2. So let's see. Who else do we have in here? We got Kate. Paula says, I stopped having hot flashes for a year and I thought I was in the clear. The hot flashes have started back up. Geez, Louise. Yeah, I can see that. Please remember to like and subscribe, and thank you. You are welcome. Wait a minute. Is this my brother, Paul? Paul, how are you? He said, hey, Dee Dee and the awesome GLP fam. We love that. You know, I can't see any emojis. That's my one, not my one. Actually, I have a couple of my qualms with StreamYard. I mean, you can't see the emojis of it all. Some people you can't. I don't know why some people you can't and some people you can't. I can't figure it out. But anyway, Paul, we're glad you are up in here. So let's get started with our topic. You know, I just love to greet people. I love this. Pow! Paul on wheels. I love that. Love it, love it, love it. I love a good sound effect. Did I do it right? Pow! In my later life, you know, I'm going to be starring in somebody's TV show. You tried bio HRT and could not take it. Super sensitive to the meds. It's a blessing. It occurs. Well, yeah, that goes back to everything is not for everybody. Did you try something else instead? Instead of that, since the bio didn't work? Thanks, Taisha. Thank you. Okay, people are saying hello. Yes, don't do 1,000 challenges at once. Your body will rebel against you to protect itself. Yeah, I for absolutely for sure. And that squat, when I did do some squats a couple of days, of course, I didn't post it and tag this and tag that, but I'm doing it. I'm doing it and doing it and doing it well, doing it and doing it and doing it well, just in my own DD way. I'm just gonna be me. Let's see. Who is this? Wait a minute. She says, "Oh, Kate, that's right. You're a wise lady, getting ahead of it all by getting treated for those symptoms. Yes, yes, yes." Uh, Jeez. Okay, let's get started on the topic. I'm trying to see. Okay, oh, I wanted to know about this food. Heating up my homemade chicken ranch onion burgers with extra salt. Oh, sauteed caramelized onions. I love some onions and baby cucumber coins. Oh, how cute. I live on these. So good. No bun ever. Notice how she said no bun ever. Okay. All right. Well, it still sounds good. I think I would have done the bun. At least half the bun. Geez, Louise. Limitless living with Shanta. Oh my goodness. Look at that leg kicked up. Bam. How are you? How are you? Who else do we have? I saw somebody else in here. Did I say Mayor? Did I see Mayor Mindy? I think I saw Mayor Mindy. Wait a second. Shot day is tonight, and I'll weigh in the morning, but I did weigh in today, and I was down 2.6 since last Thursday, down 11.4 for the month of September, 49 pounds in 4.5 months. Hope another pound by tomorrow. Yes, 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 yes. Shot, 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 shot. Okay, so you will get there. Let's give you some confetti. We love it. You are doing it, and doing it well. I mean, geez, Louise, what else can we say? Good for you. Excellent job. All right, you're doing it. Okay, so let's see. I thought I did see Mayor Mindy. Mayor Mindy is up in here. Mayor Mindy, you are too funny. Melanie, how are you? How are you? Okay, so let's get started on the topic. After all that, I was just going to say, like, this has been 20 minutes of me greeting folks. But that's okay. I love that. I love it. Okay, so today we are talking about, what are we talking about? We are talking about, I had it in one of my little banners here, and then I lost it. So, but we're talking about GLP-1 weight loss reflections, what we've learned so far. So I thought this, not waiting till the end of the year. I thought this is a great time, right before we get to the Halloween and candy of it all. My daughter's going to be eating candy. That candy's going to be in here, and I'm really not that tempted, honestly. With her candy, the chocolate of it all, I'll have to figure out how I'm going to maneuver that, because some of my, my little fun size Snickers, I used to love those. Twix, I used to love a good Twix. And so I have like a backup just in case I want it. I have like a high protein bar backup and then I'm going to keep handy dandy to stop nibbling on the treats. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do for myself for Halloween, because I mean, I'm going to tell you, I could be one of those folks that would start nibbling and the next thing you know, it kind of adds up. And I did not do that last Halloween. Did I? I don't think I did. No, because I would have remembered. No. So I thought this would be a great reflection. So let's start off with this question, and you can put this in there. Let me know, what is the main reason you decided to begin a GLP-1 medication? Like, what is your main reason? Don't give me 15 or 20, which you probably could have. I don't know. Just give me if you could just choose one. What is your main reason? Maybe two, if two is, one is too many. So what do you think? Okay, welcome, G's 101. How are you? How are you? Welcome, Mia, to the chat. Mia, how are you? How are you? All right, we got G's and we got Mia. So here is the question. Again, I'm going to repeat that. What is the main reason you decided to begin a GLP-1 medication? I think this is kind of a great reflection question, and I'm going to say for me, it was want to take back control of my health, right? Because I had a lot going on. So really I really feel like I'm on a health journey. And that's probably why I haven't focused so much on just like the weight loss and try to, incorporate all the things. If I was just on a weight loss journey, I think I would have just let the medication suppress my appetite, not eat, and just keep it moving. If my hair thinned out, it thinned out, let the chips fall where they may. But for me, I said, wow, this is an opportunity for me to kind of control my eating and maybe kind of, still eating everything in moderation I was doing for a long time. And I still kind of am, like tonight I had a sweet potato. I think that's great. So yeah, so that's kind of what I decided to do. I just wanted it to be like and I think when I started to see like this actually works. So I'm going to tell you, I started in February and I thought by the summer I was going to lose like 50 pounds. And I had seen some people doing that, dropping so fast. And by the summer had lost, I want to say I had lost 30 pounds, like 30 something pounds. And I was just like, oh God, I was starting to get bummed out. I was having these menopause symptoms. What was menopause? What was GLP-1? And, looking at comparing myself to people, what other people were doing. And I'm really not a comparer. I like to be I am my own lane. I stay in my own lane. And I just really don't get into comparing myself. And so when I found myself doing that, I was thinking, I got to do something because this is not like me to be comparing myself to folks. But I was seeing that weight just dropping. And when I finally just kind of reeled myself in and realized I was comparing myself, first of all, I was comparing myself to the ladies that weren't even 50. Why am I comparing myself to these women? And then a lot of the women were perimenopause and, had just started. It was just a lot of things that was different with their lifestyle than mine. And then, I'm 53. I was a late bloomer. My daughter is 8, so trying to run around and keep up with her. Most people I know, all my friends, really, their kids are having kids. So their grandkids are my daughter's age. So, I just got a lot of things that are kind of different about, what I'm doing overall. So when I really started to look at that just was like freed me up to be like, I'm not comparing myself because I am different. And so once I realized that, I don't need to be reminded of that. I just know. I just kind of know that was like my thing. So yeah, it was the type 2 diabetes. It was the being uncomfortable, thinking I had like blood clots in my leg. Like anytime a pain or something happened, I was like running to the doctor. So all of those things. So I want to know, what was it for you? And my one thing is just my health was declining, right? Because I was all my numbers had been, even when I was a bigger lady, all my numbers, 300 plus pounds, were good. Like, my doctor would be like, your cholesterol is better than mine. And so all the numbers were good until they weren't. And then when they started declining, that's when I was like, geez, I got to do something. So I want to know, what was it for you guys? And that's a great place to start our reflection. Oh, the type 2 diabetes, prevent complications from type 1. Yeah, I'm glad you're in this community as a type 1, JC, talking about this. So you have a unique story to tell over there on your channel. Type 2 diabetes, yes. To control my eating and lose weight, great. Lower A1C, yes. The doctor offered it to me, and that's how I started. 151 pounds down. Well, you go, Mia. I'm going to give you some confetti before I forget. So you're 151 pounds down. Geez Louise, the last time I saw you, but we saw each other on here. You were 146, I remember. So geez, yeah, you are doing it well. I love that. Geez, Louise. So yeah, I want to hear, what was you guys' motivation, because this is so important as we're moving to these holidays. These holidays are no joke. People get, not even for weight loss, when the holiday comes, and I'm one of those people, because I have so many loved ones that has passed on. The holidays can get you down, right? And so we don't want to stress eat. We don't want to sadness eat. We don't want to celebrate and overeat. We just want to kind of ease our way into the holiday. So I think just remembering your why is always a great thing. So I got off my tangent here. To look and feel better overall. I love it. I love how you say to look better, because, a lot of people don't say that. They don't lead with that. But for a lot of you, I know in the back of your mind, it's based on how you look. And I know some of you who have hit your goal, who have slimmed down and walked past that person that was giving you the side eye. I know you're walking past them now, like, how you like me now? So I think the look of it all, it's nothing wrong with saying that, because when you look good, you feel good, you look good, right? When you feel good, you look good. And even if you don't look how you want to look ideally, you still feel good, right? That is kind of tied together. And you kind of walk with that extra like, that's right, that's right, that's right. All right, all right. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Isn't that a song? Can't nobody tell me nothing. So health, I love that. Diagnosed as a pre-diabetic, and my cholesterol was elevated for the first time in my life. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, so I love that. You know, I want to say too, the fact that you were a pre-diabetic, I think that, you know, I'm all about like being proactive, not necessarily always reactive. And I think our country, everybody's always reactive. I like to be proactive. Like, I like to catch a problem before it starts, stop something if I can before it happens. And I think the fact that you were pre-diabetic and start taking this GLP-1 is excellent, because you don't want to wait till you're a diabetic. Why wait? I wish I would have known about this when I was a pre-diabetic, and I always thought, I'm never going to be a diabetic. I'm pre-diabetic, but I'm never going to be a diabetic. And guess what? It happened. And so I just love that you stopped it before it started. So these medications have to be available to people who we consider not necessarily maybe even obese, because we're trying to prevent the obesity. You get it? We're trying to prevent the obesity of it all. So yes. Okay, very good. Fear of comorbidities. That's a good one. Okay, very good. And I love how you use the word fear, because a lot of us have fear, right? We do. You say to lose weight. Cookie says to lose weight. Okay, very good. Rita came in the chat. Hey, Rita, how are you? Oh my goodness, almost dying in March from a blood clot in my lung. Now that is a serious reason. Okay, all right, very good. So this just kind of really like saved your life. Wow, 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 wow. Paul says he wanted to live. I wanted to live. That's why I started. Okay, all right, very good, very good. All right. Weight and autoimmune health was the main reason my doctor convinced me to try the GLP-1. So autoimmune health. What do you specifically mean by autoimmune health? Like, can you elaborate on that, Marlene? These are all great reasons. Lower your A1C and your hypertension, to lose weight. All right, Jen is saying she wanted to lose the weight of it all. I love that. Lower A1C and to lose weight. Yes, yes, yes. Pat said I needed a push. I was losing on my own, but slowly. Excellent, excellent. I love that. I love how you said you were losing on your own, but slowly. And it's a lot of people who have that story of, you know, they had lost weight before the GLP-1, and the GLP-1 either kickstarted the weight loss up again or just took you to a whole nother level. I love that. My main reason, honestly, was to lose weight and look skinny, thin. Well, all right. Okay, all right. So are you there? Are you there? Where are you on that journey? Okay, let's see. Melanie says to get my A1C down and lose some weight to feel better, to be healthier. Yeah, that was all those were mine too. Very good. Nicely put. Let's see. I'm going to skip down to the people. I'm just going over the people that are answering the questions. I just couldn't lose the weight. I told my new doctor I was miserable and need help. The old doctor told me to eat less and exercise more. Yes, and unfortunately, that's what we've all heard, right? And we know now that obesity is a disease, and so, you know, it needs a treatment plan. And sometimes the treatment is not just the lose weight and exercise. The treatment is also the GLP-1. So now we can say that, we can proudly say that. And I'm going to tell you this. I don't know if I should be saying this on the live or not, but some of these doctors, you know, maybe I'll wait and share this on Sunday, an experience I'm currently having with the doctor. And it's not about menopause at all. But, you know, it's like some of these doctors, you know, it's like teachers. We have to still stay up on our games. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though this is my 32nd year, I'm retiring this year. pretty much. I'm pretty sure of it. And I'm still learning things. Like I'm still learning, new things to teach. It's a new program I'm learning now to help my students, to get them to, elaborate and explain their thinking in math, and especially in math, but in all areas. And if I'm still doing that and I know I'm on my way out, like, why are you a doctor working on folks and you are not, furthering your education? That really just it annoys me. It annoys me, and it's not cool. It is not cool at all. I just thought I had to say that. Doses of Shani said, my main reason was I didn't want to be the biggest person in the room. Excellent, excellent. I think that's very honest. Just being honest. But physically, I want to have control over my body. Health was going downhill, and you were miserable. And I think that's a lot of people's story. And I think a lot of times people don't want to, because we know the A1C, we know if you are diabetic, we know all that. But a lot of times people just don't want to say like the real deal. Like, I just don't want to be uncomfortable. I don't want to be miserable. I don't want to be fat. I don't want to be overweight. And I know people don't like the word fat because it comes with a lot of baggage, right? But let's just call it what it is. Like, being fat, I don't see any, I think you got to claim some of these words back. And not that we want everybody saying fat, fat, fat here, fat there, fat everywhere. No. But I think sometimes you got to take the sting out of some of these words so people aren't thinking that they have a hold over you, right? Words are powerful. That's not something I'm always going to be saying, but I do think, because some people just don't want to be fat. They just don't. And it's nothing wrong with that. And if you were one of those people that didn't make the obese category and you just didn't want to be fat and overweight, welcome to the GLP world, because I wish I would have stopped myself before I got to the obese category. So, and that's just true. Your type 2 diabetes. Okay, very good. All right, Kate is saying, my mom passed at 62. Her health wasn't the best. She was my bestie, and it broke my heart. No wonder we're connected. I feel the same exact way. I saw my own health deteriorating at 52, and I can't put my kids through what I went through with my, okay, this is me. This is me. I can totally relate to you. No wonder. I just love you. Very good. All right, Kate. Yeah, I can relate to that. And that's a heartbreaker, isn't it? It really is a heartbreaker. When you see people that you love and you want them to take better care of themselves and they just don't. It's kind of like, I don't want to be that either for my daughter. All right. Kim says, after being overweight my whole life without any health problems, my blood pressure was elevated at my annual PCP appointment. Months later, she recommended. Oh, so months later, she recommended it. Okay, all right. Your blood pressure was up. That blood pressure is a silent killer. Can I say that on YouTube? So that blood pressure is something else. And, that will take someone out of here. That also, I had elevated blood pressure. Now, my levels weren't like high, it was high, but I'm saying it wasn't like super high. Like I hear some high levels. Mine was in the 140s. That's high. But I think I got to 151 at one point, and that lower number was like in the 90s, 190. I want to say one time, and when it was like 151, it got to 101, which is not great. But I've heard some people who had high blood pressure, like way higher than that. And I'm thinking like, geez, oh man, they could have just had a stroke. And, I have a close family friend that had a stroke. And when we go and visit with her, I try to tell my daughter, like, a stroke is caused by these things. And some of those things, she sees people doing it. She's like, Mom, why are they doing that? That could give them a stroke. And I tell her, we never know who it could happen to, right? But, there are predictors, and we just have to be on top of that. So, yeah. Geez, Louise, I wish the mind worked like that. When you see something and you don't, some people click like that, but some of us, it takes a longer time. It just really does. Sin says, I had you had a momentous medical incident with blood clots. You with the blood clots too. Realized life is too short, needed to stop screwing around and work on one last serious commitment to be the healthiest person I could be. Excellent. I can relate to that too. I didn't have blood clots, but remember I had that scare where I was like, is this a blood clot? I didn't know, but I just wanted to make sure it was not. So I can relate to that. Let's see. Brenda says, I've come to appreciate all the non-scale benefits so much that my obsession for weight loss has quieted down tremendously. I never thought my obsession with weight would calm down. And let's see, what did she say? And allow me to just be present and have quality of life additional to weight loss. Just the OCD quieting and having peace in head and soul is worth everything thanks to the GLP-1. Geez Louise, you guys are going to make me cry with all these stories. Oh my gosh, I love that for you. What a testimony. What a testimony you have. Geez Louise. Well, I'm excited for you because, you're not done on your journey and you have so much more to learn and experience and do. And I'm just excited for you. I'm excited for you. All right. Yes. Geez Louise. Hi, Tammy. How are you? Look at that. I like the pink hands. So your doctor recommended after your high blood pressure scare. Yeah. Geez Louise. Well, good thing they did. So sorry for your loss, Kate. It's never easy losing a mother. I can relate, unfortunately. Yeah, that's like a club you don't want to be in. You really don't. Slow and steady. I agree. Mia. Slow and steady. And, there are some people that are fast and furious too, and that's okay. But, that's just not my testimony. I'm sorry to hear that. Seriously, my heart goes out to you. Yes, 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 Kate. After seeing your name, I thought about changing my name to The Mail to the Beat too, LOL. Wouldn't that be something if you showed up in somebody's chat doing that and saying mail to the beat? People would be like, who is this? Who is this? I was going to tell this story about the other Dee lady, but I'm just going to hold that for maybe like the end of this year. And she might pop up again. Geez, Louise. Okay, let's see. Kim says the doctor recommended after your blood pressure was elevated at an annual appointment was always overweight, but you had never had any weight-related health problems until then. And, they say, my doctor used to always say, because I was bigger, but all my numbers were great. And she would say, keep this up and your numbers are going to be great. And I just thought, I don't know why. I just thought, it's not going to happen to me. Do you ever think that it's not me? And it was me. It happened to me. Nora, how are you? How are you? Welcome to the chat, Nora. Let's see. Bev, how are you? How are you? Welcome to the chat, Bev. Wait a minute. Hold up. We got some good news. Doctor agreed to switch me to Mounjaro. Yes, 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 that Mounjaro. All right. Let's give her some confetti. Very good. All right. We love that. We love the switch of it all. How about that? So for people coming in, we're talking about the main reason you decided to get on your GLP-1. Your doctor referred me for weight loss surgery and I backed out. I finally said, doctor, please do something now before you turn that corner and get diabetes and hypertension. So I did my research on the GLP-1 and then what is she saying? And then you got it? Is that what you're saying? I can't find you right away. Okay, so Shani said, then started Zepbound after 1 year of researching it. Good for you. We're going to give you some confetti. Good for you. I absolutely love that. Okay, all right. Very good. Very good. Good for you. That's one of the best decisions you probably are going to say you made after a while here. Or maybe you feel that way now. I don't know. One of the best, not the best, but what do I know? It could be the best. MVP, my doctor told me the same thing when I asked to get on a GLP-1 years ago. Well, geez, Louise, yeah, some of these doctors were slow on the uptake. The weight wasn't coming off, and what I did lose always came back. Yes, for a lot of people, Rita, that happens. The weight comes back. I wanted something to be sustainable. I love that. Very good. Very good. Rheumatoid arthritis and trigger finger, severe pulmonary disease. My hands were hurting so bad and so stiff that I couldn't hold a hairbrush or tight for almost 4 months. The pain woke me up out of my sleep. I'm guessing you're saying out of your sleep. Jeez, Louise. Preach. Can I get an amen, sister? Can I get an amen? Empower Wellness by Teddy. Is it your birthday today or was it yesterday? But I think it was yesterday. But since you're in here, wait a second. Hold up, Teddy. We got to say happy birthday, Teddy. Happy birthday, Teddy. Happy birthday, Teddy. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. I love that. So, I love to celebrate everything. But if it's your birthday and I don't catch it, when I catch it, it's on and popping. I may not catch it when it's your birthday, but if I don't catch it, it's on and popping. I will shout you out because I love a good shout out. I love to celebrate a good birthday. All right, so Teddy is saying hello to everybody. Okay, Jennifer said, I always want to be under 200, excuse me, under 200 pounds. I had to take a drink of my water. I left my water bottle in the car. Now I am 170 and going down to my goal of 150. Looking and feeling great. Confidence. Yes, I love a confident sister, brother, anybody. I love it. I love it. I think a lot of times when you're in the GLP-1 community, people are not confident because, you know, you kind of felt invisible probably when you were overweight, people not noticing you or noticing you, but for all the wrong reasons, right? Not the good reasons. So I think if this is giving you your confidence back, that's awesome. I think if it has not, work on getting your confidence. Because if you have confidence, I'm telling you, confidence and a good attitude will take you farther than even talent. I'm sorry to say, because there's a lot of talented folks that can't get far because they got a bad attitude or they aren't confident, right? They're not confident in themselves. So you got to get some confidence, like whatever you need to get yourself to be confident. I'm going to be talking about that and working on that because I love to see people who struggled with that confidence and now they're confident. Even like I noticed with these profile pics, some people don't want to share and then they get the confidence up. And I get it. This is YouTube, right? Because sometimes it's for that. But sometimes people just aren't confident in how they look or feel. And I just think, you know, you got to be confident. And I'm going to say the people who say, I just don't want to be seen on YouTube, that was me. I would never forget. Every time I tell some people I was audio only, people are like, oh, you're so pretty. Oh, you're so this. Oh, you know, and it's not about the looks. It's just about not wanting to be seen on YouTube. And I had people email me and show me pictures and share things because they just don't want to be on YouTube. And I get that. So I know sometimes it's not that. So I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about the people that are just, you know, not comfortable with how they look or, you know, putting themselves out there in that way. And I get why, because people can be cruel, right? Growing up, people are cruel and say things. And sometimes people say things thinking it's a nice thing to say and it's an insult. Have you ever had that? I've had that happen. Don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Bellflower, I kind of read that. Don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you. All right. Let's see. Mel is welcoming Empower Wellness by Teddy. Okay, so you were scared and falling behind with work. You were struggling to breathe. 2 inhalers, steroids, and rescue med just to breathe every day. Chronic cough, was barely able to move. Geez, Louise, oh my gosh, and you were declining quickly. So this has really been a life-changing for you and like literally, right? Literally, not just figuratively. Literally, it's been life-changing. And I love that. I love that. Let's give you some confetti because you are doing it. You made a great decision for your health, and now you are doing a fabulous job. And, you know, keep up the great work. You know, I know a lot of us get discouraged with this slow and steady, but slow and steady wins the race. Don't just focus on the slow and steady. Let's focus on the wins the race. And I always say, just don't quit. Do not quit. Hang in there. And when you want to give up, think about like all the things that were going on before you even got on this GLP-1. And that's what kind of helps me too. When I kind of get discouraged, you know, and think to myself like, oh, this is again another week, and feeling like I'm doing all the things. Do you ever feel like sometimes when you don't do all the things you lose, and when you do all the things you don't lose? that used to happen to me in Weight Watchers when I used to go to those meetings and I was doing everything right and I never would drop a pound. And then the minute I had it, so I think it's that whole calorie balancing itself out. Or sometimes needing to reset. And then when I would, you know, go and eat a little bit over my calories and, you know, maybe went out to dinner one of the nights, and then I would have like a 2.2 pound loss. Remember, I was always having that 2.2. 0.2 has followed me forever. So, yeah, so it's so funny how things work. I think I could easily say I didn't want to be fat, but it's my type 1 that drives everything in my life, and I want my insulin to be more effective. Well, excellent, excellent, excellent. I love that. And yeah, a lot of us don't want to be fat. Yeah, I mean, let's just be honest. Brenda, I can't imagine dealing with all of that. I just found out that I have trigger finger this week. That alone is painful. Oh my goodness. I bet that is. I can't even imagine. Today, for the first time, let me read that again. Today, for the first time in about 15 years, I was outside in the backyard from 11 to 5:30. You were gardening, assembling your patio furniture after taking the garbage to the dump. Today was, I wish I could play the Ice Cube. Today was a miracle. I had to say, today was a good day for Brenda. Today was a good day for Brenda. Today was a good day. Brenda, we love that for you. Congratulations. Geez, Louise. Oh my goodness. What a testimony. I love that. All right, so we have, I have like 21 questions and we're only on question 1. This is so funny. We're almost an hour in and we're on question 1, but that's okay. I am loving hearing your motivation for starting this journey. I wanted to weigh in at less than 200 pounds. Me too, Rebecca. Rebecca Romeo, how are you? I love it when I see a new name in the chat. And if it's not new, it's lighting me up today, right now. You said, I wanted to weigh less than 200 pounds before I reach age 70. You're 69. You got 1 year to go, and I'm 215. My goal is 175. Well, we are calling it, Rebecca. We are saying we're going to do it. You will do it. Go, Rebecca. Go, Rebecca. Go, Rebecca. You're going to do it. So in a year, you want to get to 175. Okay, very good. So you are not far from that. I can see it. I can see it. I can feel it. What is that? Like 40 pounds? What is that? Is that 40 pounds? My goodness. Geez, Louise, hold up. Wait a minute. My weight loss twin. Well, weight loss twin. Let me go back. Not weight loss twin, my name twin. I want to go back to Rebecca and give her some confetti because I just love that. Even, I always tell this story about this one content creator. I'm not going to say her name because she's not nice. She's not nice if you're saying her name. She's not in our genre. She's in a different genre. But I remember her. Remember I told this story before? She said, why would Oprah take a GLP-1? Why would she be taking a weight loss med? Why would she want to? Is she worried about how she looks and her health and how she looks at age 70? And she was like, she needs to be, enjoying her life and living her best life. And I thought, her best life is getting healthy. Goofy. I didn't say that, but I was thinking it. I'm like, geez, oh man, I was wanting to write a comment in her chat so bad because I just was thinking aren't you glad somebody wants to be healthy? My dad is 76. I'm still trying to get him on the straight and narrow at 76. It's never too late. If he was 80, I would still be doing it. If he was 90 and I could still intervene and help him get on the path, I would still do it. So the fact that she said that, and it's just, you got to be thinking like these people really think like that. So I just want to congratulate you because you are deciding to take care of your health. And you got a lot of years left ahead. So I love that for you. Thank you for joining us too, Rebecca. So you guys have some excellent reasons. I mean, geez, Louise, this is amazing. I am amazed. Hey, Perfectly Pamela, welcome to the chat. How are you? Okay, so Brenda says, also, you went off being on steroids every day for almost 3 years. I've only needed steroids to breathe and manage inflammation twice in the past 5 months. I'm off all the breathing medications. I mean, AL to the L. What in the world? Wow. Okay, very good. Brenda, geez, Louise, I am excited for you. What a good feeling that must be. That is a good feeling. So I want you to think about all that if the scale starts dragging you down. We got to stay off that scale. And I mean, literally, sometimes some of us and just, and just focus on the good things. Look at all those good things. The scale is not going to let you know that. So I love that for you. Sorry for the multiple responses. Hit sit accidentally and thought I removed the extra ones. Poor me. Long day. Oh my goodness. Don't even sweat that. I would probably be doing the same thing. Okay. Ashanti says, definitely one of the best decisions I've made. Wish I started a year ago, but being a nurse, I have to research everything. Yes, and I love that you're a nurse. We love that. Jeez, Louise. Well, good for you. Smart thinking, smart thinking. All right, my girl Davina is in the house. How are you? She said, it's crazy the issue people have with weight. I don't believe this is a medical issue. It's a food issue. Why does the FDA exist? Why are food and drugs being in bed together? Let me grab my tinfoil hat. Well, because of the money. It's if you follow the money, that's where it all lies, in the money. And isn't that unfortunate? That is unfortunate. And even in our country, some of these, dyes and additives and preservatives are allowed here, but they're not allowed in other countries. And we are the best and brightest, right? Here. But we, unfortunately, it's so much money involved in political situations. And I'm not even talking about currently. It's just been that way forever, right? That, it's just the lobbyist of it all. So I just hope that one day it changes, and hopefully it's in my lifetime that it changes, because I think we have to stop putting money first, and sometimes we have to start putting health and care for people first, right? Whatever happened to that? Yeah, thank you for that comment. I appreciate that. Nora says, I wanted not to be fat, but mostly to visit family and friends without judgment. I now know I see them anyway, but it stresses me out. You're down 17 of those 150 to lose so far. Ozempic counts for, well, wait a minute. Thank you for joining the chat. First of all, did I see you earlier? I don't know. If I didn't, if I did and I forgot, I'm sorry about that. But okay, so you're down 15 pounds and you want to lose 150 pounds. And you said the Ozempic counts for, let's see. Let me see. Wait a minute. Oh, geez. I was trying to find your other part of the comment. Okay, I'll come to it. It's so many comments in between your comment. Okay, did you put it and I didn't see it? Okay, I'm just gonna keep going down here. Okay. Let's see. My doctor offered me GLP-1 meds a year ago before I decided to take it. I tried on my own and lost 40 pounds. And then you said you gained some of it back, was fed up, your joints were hurting so bad that you decided to start. This community is encouraging. Yes, yes, yes. And we're glad you are here, Bev. We're glad you're here. And I'm glad that you were able to do things to get your health back on track. All right, very good, very good. So remember that when it's going slow and steady. I know it's hard because that scale is, can kind of deter you, but like focus on those kind of victories. We love that. All right, Bev, we're going to give you some confetti. Of course, look at that beautiful hair in the profile pic. I just love the hair. The hair of it all. All right, let's see. Let's see. Okay, we got Cookie, Felicia. Felicia, how are you? She says, I started Zep to aid me in a better quality of life. I also lost 75 pounds on my own, and you gained back 25. Okay, all right. So you lost 75 pounds. Geez, Louise, let's give you some confetti. 75 pounds. Okay. All right. So you lost 25 back. And so since you've been taking Zepbound, how much have you lost with that? I think that's excellent. 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 Okay. All right. For me, it was losing my dad, then my brother a month later really got me thinking about my health. But what I looked like in my pics afterwards sealed the deal for me. And I remember you talked about this in one of your videos. And I could relate so much to that. All right, very good. Oh, Pamela. Well, I'm glad you got yourself on this path with the GLP-1 and I've seen you in person. You look smaller than even on your videos. Has anybody ever told you that? I don't know. Have they? But yeah, you look great. So good job. Good for you. Okay, so let's go to Shay. She says, I decided GLP-1 after my doctor said I needed knee surgery. Too much weight was on your knees. My back was hurting by just standing. Jeez Louise. I wanted a jump start on my weight loss journey. Okay, all right, very good. Jeez Louise. So your back was hurting just by standing up. Wow. Oh my gosh. Well, good for you, because I'm sure this has you with like an extra pep in your step. You are so welcome. You are so welcome. I am so glad you are here and sharing your story because you're going to inspire other people that are watching and maybe not being in this chat, but they're watching and they're going to be inspired to either keep going, Brenda, or knowing that it got better for you. So it's going to get better for them. So I absolutely love that. Mel says that's probably high cortisol, stressing over all the things you're doing. Okay. Yeah, could be. Yes, GLP-1 is giving me back the quality of life. I'm still not exercising yet, haven't started walking daily yet, but I'm mobile and I can move again and I'm grateful. And that's why I always say, like, start where you are. Like with all the things you had going on, it's like you're not going to just take this GLP-1 and everything magically is just going to shape up. And I think sometimes when that expectation is out there and people aren't living up to that, they get, kind of embarrassed or they don't want to come to the lives or they back up from, sharing their story. And I say, and I'm just going to say this, when things get tough, that's when you should be coming to the live. When things get tough, come to the live so we can support you, so we can cheer you on, so we can help you figure out, what's going on. And, obviously I'm going to direct you to your doctor because I'm not a doctor. But I think a lot of times when, and that's when depression kicks in too, right? Isn't that what people do when they get depressed? They hide out, they don't come around, and I want us to get away from that because I think that that's what got some of us in the position we are, like just kind of going in our shell, right? So we want to come and celebrate. And YouTube is a kind of a scary place, right? Because it's, you don't know who's watching. That's one thing I don't like about YouTube, right? I wish I could control who was watching, but you can't. Since anybody can be watching. And so, I just appreciate everybody who comes on here and shares a part of themselves because, and not only to be, it's good for you to get it out, but it's also helping other people. Sometimes you don't, like, coming from me, they might be thinking like, Downsizing Diva, she has this and she's doing that and she's this and she's that. And coming from me, the message may not be as clear as it is coming from somebody, that they can relate to even more. So that's why I love when you guys come in the chat and share because you probably are, helping to motivate somebody along with me. And if that's what we're doing, like, that's a win. That's a win. All right. Let's see. Brenda saying, thank you to everyone. Okay. Shanti is saying the best decision. We love that. Okay. So, Brenda had a good day. Yes. Brenda, you were out there doing it. You're like, oh, move over. All right, let me get to another question. I don't know. I think this might be our last question because we're an hour and 2 minutes in. Weighed in at 176 pounds this morning, 6 pounds down during the month of September. 150 pounds is so close. Shay, you are doing the darn thing. I love that for you. Very good. Let's give you some confetti. I love that. Oh my goodness. Very good. Okay, you got to be like, oh, feeling so good about yourself. You're close. Yes, MVP says, Rebecca, you got this. Yes. Davina, I think it can be food and the medical issue. Our bodies are very dynamic. If people have different autoimmune issues, hormone imbalance, etc., it can impact your system. It can impact system in your bodies. Yes, for sure. Yeah, it's complicated. Not goofy. That's as close to a curse word as I could get. Now I've said a curse word. Now I might say a curse word. I got to get really upset, and I might say something like, I'm not gonna say what you call it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna spell it out. But if you talk to me and I've been irritated, like I've been known to say, but I don't make a habit of it, and I'll take goofy, goofy Alex for 500. Jeez, Louise, hold up, wait a minute. We have a new member, Brenda. Yes. I'm glad you became a member because I am going to do a members only live. I was trying to figure out when I was going to do it. And I think I'm going to do it this Saturday at around in the evening time because I'm taking my daughter and some of her friends. She was invited to a party and to two parties, and we weren't able to go. And this one little girl has invited her 2 years in a row, and she wasn't able to go. So I said, we'll take her somewhere for her birthday. So we're going to like a bounce house kind of place, and it's another friend. We missed the party, so I'm going to take her too. So I figure I was going to push it back, but then I thought, then I'll be like, because I have other things going on and then my whole day. So I want to at least be able to spend part of the day with my daughter and her friends and then come to the live. So I think I'm going to do it I'm going to do it this Saturday. So Brenda, join us. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. All right. So let's see. Okay. What is she saying? We're scrolling down. Let's see. Waiting at okay, I saw that. Okay. Thank you, JC. Oprah looks amazing and is an inspiration. She is. Like that just annoys me that people was on her about her age too. I just think it's never too late to get yourself together. Doctor moved me onto Mounjaro from Ozempic. I lost 4 pounds last month after a 3-month stall. I am discussing moving up to 7.5 in 2 weeks. Now, okay, so why do you want to move up to 7.5 in 2 weeks? I'm just curious. That's all. I think it's great. Whatever you decide to do with your doctor. But let's give you some confetti. Hey, go Kelly. Hey, go Kelly. Go Kelly. Go Kelly. Isn't that a good feeling? You moved from Mounjaro to Ozempic and it broke that stall. So very good. All right, you're on the road there. I hope you can keep it going. It's like, geez, oh man, this time of the year. I love this time of the year, but you start getting into the comfort of it all. Some people so quick to talk about unhealthy being overweight but as soon as someone tries to lose weight, then they want to say it's all about vanity. That is so true. That is so true. And we hear that it's about the health of it all. And some of us it's okay to want to lose weight to look better, but I would venture to say that most people, that's probably not their first reason, especially if you're obese and, if you're over that 200 pounds. For some reason, I always think if you're a Wonderland, that's bigger for sure, because you could be 199 in Wonderland, right? But, anything over that threshold, I feel like anything over that 140, is you're kind of pushing it to overweight, and then you get into the obese. But I think, we just can't win, because once you get down to your slim size, you become a slim goodie, then they're going to be talking about you're too slim. So you almost can't win. How many people in here have been told they're too slim as they've been slimming down? I'm sure you've heard it. A girl, you don't need to lose any more weight. Dude, you don't need to lose any more weight. Bruh, what are you doing? So yeah, you just get it from both sides. Wow, Brenda, steroids alone can impact your ability to lose weight. Yeah, oh, for sure. Steroids will blow you up. I know somebody who that's happened to. MVP says, congrats congrats to all for starting your journeys. I agree 100%. Brenda, that's amazing. I know what the steroid pinwheel feels like. Oh, like I was on the steroid for 7 years because of my asthma. They finally weaned me off last year. Wow. So you got to wean off of that too, huh, Beb? Jeez, Louise. Well, I mean, I can't even imagine. Jeez, Louise. No other comments. I mean, I've just lost 5 on Ozempic. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, congratulations. Let's give you some confetti. Bam, bam, bam. We love it. All right. Let's see. Okay. I'm at Nora. Okay. And one more thing. I want to be skinny and hot in my 50s. I know. I'm going to join you with there. I want to be skinny and hot in my 50s too. How about that? We love that. There's nothing wrong with saying that. You got to get that confidence up. That confidence has to come up. I agree, Beb. Love this community. I wish I had started when my doctor first presented to me 1 year prior to my start date. I was scared. Yes, I can relate to that. And it is a scary thing. But, we're going to give you some confetti because you got over that fear and you did it anyway. You did it anyway. I love it. And do it anyway. Let's see. Salutations, Dee Dee and Diriam, you are so funny. Doris, how are you? How are you? Diriam, you crack me up. My dude, Diriam. Brenda, my 50s were my worst decade. What? I'm heading toward my former 30s and 40s self, though. All right, go Cookie. Cookie is like bing, bam, boom. I love that. Very good. Very good. Okay, we got to get to one more question before we peel out of here. What time is it? 9:41. Okay, so let's see. People are saying hello. Okay, let's see. We got Brenda. Mia says, I've lost 151 pounds, but I at least have 109 more to lose. It's overwhelming when I think of it like that, but my health is worth it. Well, you've gotten over the hump, though. I mean, you've 151. I mean, that is amazing. So you are over that hump. So, just keep slow and steady. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it, because whatever you're doing, it's working. And not your cat having the chilling. Oh my God, with the Zepbound pen. I love that. That is too cute. Now I wonder if I could have saw that with see, oh yeah. Oh gosh, it looks so much better with these glasses. Jeez, Louise. Okay, Mia, we got to give you some more confetti. Okay. Wait, hold on a sec. I'm just talking. I'm just talking. I said I scrolled out. I said, "Hey, Sharon from California." She just joined the chat. I muted the my phone, my thing for a second. And then okay, so a downsizing diva, my friends call it reverse fat shaming. Now skinny shaming, even if you're not skinny but just smaller. Yeah, you can't win. It's either way. Either way. Okay, so wait, Kate says I'm hearing that I'm getting too skinny. Like all of a sudden they care. Haha, I feel like they're worried that I look bad. That's probably it. I bet you that some of it is what's it. Okay, all right. Well, you know what? Keep doing you. Keep doing you. Wait, Pam said perfectly. Pamela says, I was told I was going to disappear if I lost too much more. Oh my goodness. Jeez, Louise, is that making you want to stop, Pam, or like second guess yourself, or you're like, no, you're not gonna do that to me. Um, she said, just hit the like. Thank you for the reminder. Oh, somebody reminded you, one of those ladies. Thank you. Mel says, would you mind hitting the like button? 54 watching, only 36 likes. Thank you. Okay, so I saw another comment. I saw somebody, Stephanie Jones, how are you? Look how beautiful you are. Look at those glasses. I love some good glasses. She says, yes, I have my family saying you are losing too much weight. But when I was big, no one said, girl, you're too big. Isn't that funny how that works? Because I guess, saying, you're too big, people don't want to hurt your feelings or feel like they're stepping out of bounds. But saying that you're too thin, it's like they probably feel like that's something you want to hear. Maybe they think that's something you want to hear. Yeah, it's funny because my dad, I'll say my daughter, my dad always says, I monitor, my daughter can eat, right? She likes to eat and she can eat. And, she's a little lady. And I tell my dad's like, let her eat that. Let her eat that. And he's giving her all kind of stuff. And I was like, no. I said, because the minute she gains weight and becomes chunky, you're going to be the first one calling her chunky, calling her fat. Because, he's from the old school. He'll use that word. And so, yeah, no. You're not going to do that with her. She needs to learn how to, eat till she's satisfied, not till she's stuffed, not till she's super full. And she doesn't need to keep eating. So, yeah, I go through that with my dad about her. So yeah, it's just a catch-22. And then he'd be on me. He would be on me. All right, so let's see. Dee Dee is doing a great job. I was too. I was just talking. I was like, Sharon. She's slow. Everybody looks so nice on their pics. I'm gonna post mine on the next live. Yes! Woo-hoo! I'm excited. I am excited. Yes, yes, yes. Let's see. Oh, what? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. One of my doctors threatened to stop prescribing it for me because I'm getting too skinny. He can't talk about my weight no more when I go and see him. No, no, no. Go to a different doc. What is up with that doc? Mm-mm. Paul, no, sir. We are not doing that, brother Paul. No, no, no. All right, Kate, I agree. I used to be the fat free and now I'm the skinny one. Is that a good feeling? You almost choked me up, Pamela. Is that a good feeling? No, secretly. Is it a good feeling to be the skinny friend? Do tell, do tell. Because when I'm become the skinny friend, I'm gonna be stepping. I'm gonna be stepping. You think I gotta walk now? I'm be walking. Yeah, you ain't gonna be. Can't nobody tell me nothing. That's gonna be my theme song in my head. Jeez, Louise, it's not deterring me one bit. I know what my goal is, and I'm working towards that, not trying to please others. Yes, ma'am, Pam. Yes, ma'am, Pamela. I love that. I'm gonna give you some confetti. I just love how you said that. Very good. I'm picturing in my mind you're saying it like that. And I don't know how you're really saying it, but I'm giving it some sass. Jeez, Louise, I love it. I love the confidence of it all. So yeah, everybody wants to see Shay's profile. We gotta come back next week just to see Shay's profile pic. I'm excited. Shay and Shay. Wow, what in the world is going on here? All right, so let me see. I'm trying to think of something we didn't hit on. Heck, I'll have to ask these next week, but let's see. Oh, let me ask you this question. No, I'll save that for next week. I'll save that for next week. Let me ask you, have you noticed a shift in your relationship with food or the relationship with your body? Like, what has changed? Have you noticed there's been a difference or a shift? Has anybody noticed? My relationship with food is still emotional. Remember, I have that emotional eating, but a lot less, right? Because the GLP-1 is kind of suppressing that. Not kind of, it is. But there are times when it just kind of wears down when that kicks in, or like something happens that kind of triggers that. So I'm really working on that. But so my relationship with food is no longer that I'm just eating to be eaten. Really, I feel like I'm eating because I'm hungry most of the time, or I'm ready to eat, or it's a reason for me eating. As before, I was kind of like mindlessly eating. You know what I mean? So I love that. And then my relationship with my body, I'm a work in progress. I don't have a relationship with my body. I'm just clothing it. I'm just not into this baby like I need to be. So I'm noticing though some changes, like I'm starting to come in. I told you I want that inward. I'm trying to work on that. So I do like that. So yeah, it's just a work in progress. It's a work. I still have over 60 something pounds to lose. So I still got work to do. So I guess I'm not in that mindset because I still have work to do. But yeah. Okay, what did she say? Yes, none should let folks go them into stopping their journey, especially if you're not at your goal. Hashtag not a doctor. Yeah, let's not. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. We already know what we're trying to do. You guys, that's why I love setting goals for yourself. So you stick to your goals. And that doctor is kind of like my dad. He'd be the first one telling you to get on this medication and that medication. If you were off this GLP-1 and gaining the weight back. You have a different relationship with food. Okay, very good. I love that. I love that. And that was one of the things that we kind of all needed, I feel like, or a lot of us needed. I just love you. Thank you so much for this channel. While going through this journey, everyone is on board until it starts working. Then the haters come out. I'm just saying. Yes. But you know what we're going to tell them? I fly above all the haters. I fly above. You guys know Candy. I love that song. She made that song. I fly above all the haters. So we're flying above the haters. You know, you can hate over there, but not in here. Stephanie, we love that. I'm going to give you some confetti. We're flying above the haters. Jeez, Louise, I fly above all the haters. I fly above. I love that song. It's beneath me. It's beneath me. We love it. We love it. You know, I'm not to that point where people say, you know, you're getting too thin, but guess what? When I get to that point, I'm going to say, I'm one of those people that would say, now, how come you didn't tell me when I was getting too fat? Like I would say that. So I can't wait to say it to somebody. I know somebody's going to say that to me one of those days, and I'm going to hit them with that, and then I'll report back to what they say. I'll let you know what they said. What did they say? Okay, so what are you guys saying? Let's see. I think I scrolled up too much. Jeez, Louise. Okay, sorry. I got off on a tangent. I had to give her some confetti though. Thank you so much for that comment. So people are saying why the relationship with food. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so Shay said hers is different. We talked to Stephanie. Let's see. I probably won't keep it up. Just post the pics for the next one. Okay, that's cool. We love that. Whatever you do, we love it. Mary Lynn says, I'm not obsessed with food and thinking about it nonstop anymore, which is free. I can focus on other things now. I know. I said I feel so much more creative and so much more free now that I am not really thinking about food. It frees up that space in your mind. And who knew you were thinking about food as much as you were thinking about it, right? Until you don't. It's kind of like you don't know what you don't know what you have until it's gone, right? Didn't Janet Jackson say that? She quoted somebody else, but she made a song about it. Are you saying that you're in a non-committal relationship with your body, Dee? Well, possibly. I love that. That's so funny. I love that. Beverly says, yes, Dee, I agree with you. After breakfast, sometimes I look up and it's 2:30 and I haven't had lunch yet. Have a hard time getting lunch in because when dinner time comes, I'm definitely not hungry. And you know what? That just happened to me today. I'm going to have to go and delete some stuff out of my tracker because I had a little bit of a breakfast, and then for lunch, I wasn't hungry. And then I thought, okay, I'm going to eat at 2. Well, then 2, we had a meeting, and I knew I had a meeting, but I just really wasn't even that hungry. So I didn't eat my lunch. I left it at school. So I'm going to eat it tomorrow. And I need to probably take some fresh lettuce because it was lettuce. It was a salad. So that's probably going to be wilted. So yeah, I didn't eat that. So I ate dinner and I try to eat a little bit more protein. And that's why I'm feeling kind of full because I ate more protein because I didn't have it for lunch. So yeah, I had a busy day and I wasn't hungry. And I thought, geez, oh man, it's hard at work to force yourself to eat. And I don't want to use the word force, but that's really what you call it. You know, to eat anyway when you're not full. It's harder at work because I don't want to feel uncomfortable or start feeling stuffed, like I can't move around. So it's just a little different when I'm working, and then I'm working with, some little kids. You got to be on your toes. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you can't be slacking off. Like I can't be like, I'm not in the booth like, oh my gosh, you just kind of have to be present. And so, yeah. All right. So anyway, Sydney, how are you? She says, good evening, Dee, aka my Miss Sunshine. I love that, Miss Sunshine. I love that. Okay, welcome to the chat. Yes, I only eat to live, not eating just because. And now working on exercising this body to optimal health. I love that. I love that you have transitioned from the food of it all to like the exercise. And I know that was something that you did not love to do. And I'm right with you. That's why we really are 20. All right, so I'm going to give you some confetti because I love that you're working out. You got your home gym going. I got my home gym going. It was looking at you for a long time, and now mine is looking at me. But I'm getting it in. I'm getting it in. I said I was gonna do one of those balls that you go from side to side. I got like, is that, did they call it a medicine ball? And I said I was gonna have, I don't know, it might be too heavy for my daughter, but to go like from side to side with the ball of it all to kind of like move. I said I was gonna do that. So yeah. Geez, Louise, so much to do, so little time. So Kate says her body, mostly the chemical part, since I am so reactive to cortisol in the whole perimenopausal starting this past year. The Zep has really, really helped with, I bet. The Zepbound helps with almost everything. Let me see. I'm going to give you some confetti, Kate. I'm going to see if my daughter is still up. My daughter is, I had to make sure, I know she's probably still up now that I'm on this live. Can you bring me some tissue? And it's your bedtime. It's past your bedtime. Way past. Thank you. Okay. All right. So let me see. Okay, Kate, thank you for sharing that. Let's see. Okay, so you're eating to fuel and nourish your body, and your body turns out to love working out. I love that. Very good. So did you start off loving to work out, Nicole, or you built your way up to that? Thank you. All right, let me blow my nose, guys. Oh, she says both changed for me, Didi. I love that. Both changed for you. Okay. All right. Paul is with Bellflower on that. Very good. Didi, be careful when you ask the question and they say, would you have listened? You know what? It depends on who I'm talking to, because some people I would say no, but it's a few people I would have said yes to be honest. So yeah, but yeah, I'm prepared because a few people I would have said no, but but it's a couple people that I would have said yes to. And why those people? That's another discussion for another day. It's maybe two people I would have said that too. Good question though, JC. I noticed that my relationship is still very unhealthy despite my very clean eating changes. I have a lot to work on with listening to hunger signals and emotional eating. I'm working on it. Yeah, and it's a work in progress. Just like we say, everything is a work in progress. It's slow and steady. Even that, I think that, we have to get away from this idea that we're taking the injection and it's just going to be zapped. For a lot of us, it's just not going to be. And that's my message over here. I'm trying to get people to realize that, just because you're taking the meds, everybody is not just going to have that boom, boom, bam, and drop all the weight and everything's going to be great. And, it's just going to be easy peasy, lemon squeezy. For some of us, we're going to have struggles with it. And those are some of the, where we might be harder cases. And I even include myself in that. So yeah, I think we just got to respect everybody's different journey. And I think we're doing a good job of that. I think once you say out loud some of this stuff and we could talk through it, I think that it makes sense, right? And I'm all about making sense, like make it make sense. I love that. But we have somebody like Shanti on here who's going fast and furious. I love that for her. I absolutely do. I wish I wish my journey started off I used to wish, I should say, my journey started off fast and furious. I used to wish that. And then now that it's not, now that it's kind of slower, and I've been going slow and steady, I'm kind of glad because I feel like I'm at the pace I could go at. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I would be so disappointed if I started off super fast and then I'm slow. So because I started off, and according to Eli Lilly, I still was, a lot of us are early responders and then we eventually taper off, but I tapered off sooner, than later. And so when I was losing in my mind, slow, not a slow responder, but slow and steady. When I started losing slow and steady, I just thought, okay, this is kind of a pace I could keep up for myself. And I know me, if I would have lost fast and furious that first 6 months and been down, and then it would have been stalled out and super slow, I would be kind of disappointed. So, and I think, God knows us, right? He knows his people. He knows his children, right? He knows whose journey can be what way, And so, this is how my journey is supposed to go, and I have to embrace that, right? And just do the best I can and show up for myself every day. And I think we have to tell ourselves that we got to show up for ourselves and do the best we can. And we have to be okay if we're slow and steady. We got to be okay if we get stalled out, you know. And I think when you stall out, though, you got to be willing to tweak and change some things, right? You know, that's one of the things I think that we have to learn how to do, and not necessarily always just fly up in those doses, but think about what we're doing and how we can tweak some things. Now, if you want to fly up in your dose, go right ahead. You know, I have no qualms about it, but I just think, what are you going to do when you get to that 15? And you don't, when you go up, you don't automatically always lose more weight. See, that's the thing. If going up guaranteed a weight loss, I say go up. I'd be at 15 right now. But going up doesn't always guarantee a weight loss. And so I think that that's kind of what we kind of have to be like strategic and try to kick in some of those tweaks that we can make. And some of us can't make it and don't want to make it. And I say, if you don't want to make it and you just say, I'm going up in dose, I don't have time for this, I'm trying to get off this medication, or I'm trying to, you know, hurry up and lose this weight. I say, whatever works for you, it works for me. How about that? Well, if it works for you, it works for me. Cindy, yes, yes, yes. Cindy became a member. Thank you, Cindy. You got to join us on Saturday. If not, you can always catch the replay. But I am planning a live. I think I'm going to do it Saturday. I'll put a video out telling the members. You'll see the what do you call it? The thumbnail for it. I'm going to put that out because, yeah, I got to do that at least once a month, maybe twice. You know, we're going to be getting together. But I have some plans of some different things I'm trying to do with this whole YouTube situation. And I was going to wait till the new year, but I don't even think I could wait till the new year. I think I want to jump on it while right now, like soon. So I'll be talking more about that. But you know, Sydney, I am just so excited. You guys have livened my night up here. Let's give her some confetti. Her and Miss Brenda. Yeah, we have so many members. I'm so excited. Geez, Louise. Okay, wait. And then we got Miss Brenda up here too. Bam. Let's give her. Okay, she's also a new member. All right, so let me get to this chat because, you know, you guys know I got to go to school in the morning. Okay, so let me get through this chat. And Mel and Bellflower. I'm almost at the end of the chat. Okay, I was gonna say you guys have to get me together. I'm almost at the end. Okay, Stephanie, so sorry to hear that because you have to eat enough or your body is gonna think it's starving and it will hold on to the weight. Wait, did I miss Stephanie? I must have missed Stephanie. Wait a minute. Let's see. Or is that from a comment way back? Okay, wait a second. Okay. Did I miss a comment? Okay, I saw JC. I got JC's. I noticed my relationship with food. Okay, I got that one. It was like a switch was turned off for me. I no longer eat junk food. I don't crave snacks, chips, etc. I eat when I'm hungry, which is every few hours. No more emotional eating for you. That is amazing. I love that. I love that. Okay. Let's see. Let's give her some confetti. Okay, I had to make sure my daughter was catching those Z's. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay, so you say it didn't take long to figure out that I felt great when I worked out. Oh, and your days were more productive. Yeah. And that does happen, doesn't it? It does happen. I love that. Very good. Okay, so amen. I have to learn that as well. I wanted it faster, but I'm learning that it is okay to move slower because this is my journey alone. Yes, I love that. Very good. That is so true. This is, you know, for some of us, but you know, again, we want to celebrate the people that are fast and furious and early responders, super responders. Like Ashanti seems like she's a super responder. Early responder is what Eli Lilly would call her, and I think that that's great for them too. I really do. I think that I'm here to support everybody. I love that if you were on your journey and you were able to do it fast and furious, that's an inspiration to me. So I love it all. I'm here for it all. Let's see. Okay, the support in this community has been amazing. It has helped me a great deal during my journey. Very good. So let me give both of you some confetti. We want to give it to Melanie, and we also want to give some confetti to Shay. Very good. Thank you for that. We appreciate that. We love that you guys are here, showing up, and I always say showing up and showing out. All right, Beverly is saying, Stephanie, protein, coffee, 8-ounce, Fairlife milk, 13 grams Premier. Okay, and then a protein shake. Okay, very good. Did I miss Stephanie's comment? I must have missed Stephanie's comment. Did I miss it? Oh, okay, I did. I'm sorry, Stephanie. Okay, I see it now. Stephanie said, any tips on getting the protein in? I'm never hungry. I try to eat anyway, but sometimes I just can't. I can relate to that. That was just me today. I probably should have had a protein shake, Stephanie. Now, I might have one before I go to bed, just because I think I might need it. And then I don't know if you guys remember me talking about this on Sunday, but I'm going to switch my injection from Wednesday night to Thursday night, just for work purposes. Like, I just feel like Thursday, I know Friday's coming the next day, right? If I take it Thursday night and then Friday's coming. So I'm going to do I've been doing that too, here and there, switching it up with the Thursday, just trying to see what works for me with work. And yeah, I'm getting a good footing on that. Okay, so people are giving you some great ideas. Let me scroll down here. I love how our relationship, nobody's really talking about the body of it all but me. All right. Oh, Ashanti, good night. She said she's heading into Bible study. Pray for us. Pray for us. Thank you. Have a good night. Oh my God, Dee Dee says, hungry. Makes me smile. It's so funny. I love that. Okay, so JC says both. Food is just for sustainment. I cannot eat extra. My body can't. No, my body. I trust it to do more. I did a cartwheel last week. A cartwheel. I did not stick the land. I love it. Just the fact that you even wanted to try it. I'm giving you a confetti. We love that for you, JC. I love that. So funny. Okay, wait, let me go. Okay, so Dee Dee, if that game show was still around, name that too. You would have signed up, girl. Signed you up, girl. Yes. Oh my goodness. I love that. Okay, I read that. I read those. Okay. I read Stephanie's. Okay, are you guys, I need some tips too. Maybe they're giving me some tips. Stephanie, have you considered doing protein shakes? I didn't take long. Okay, we saw that. Your workout, yeah, I could totally see that. It's being very productive. I saw Bev giving her some advice. Stephanie, these are some great options like tuna and solar. Plain bagel, that tuna packs 20 grams of protein in themselves, and the bagel 29 grams of fiber plus 15 grams of protein. That's a sandwich with 35 grams of protein and lots of fiber. We love that. Yes, yes, yes. Let's see. Good for you. Somebody else is telling her, Stephanie, protein coffee, Fairlife milk, 13 grams Atkins shake, 30 grams of collagen, 10 grams. That's a total of 43 grams of protein just in your coffee. Just in that coffee. Oh my goodness. I love it. Oh, very good. JC says she did a Premier protein and pear for dinner. Okay, that sounds good. Just curious, what dose are you on, Stephanie? Is it possible that you may need to talk to your doctor about going down if you're not able to eat? Good question. Good question. I just bought solar bagels today. Looking forward to trying them. Me too, Cookie. I haven't eaten mine yet. Haven't eaten mine. I planned to eat it on Tuesday, and then I wasn't feeling the best, so I didn't. I was like, that's too much, packing too much fiber for me to risk that. So I may try one. I think I may try one tomorrow morning. Yeah, Thursday morning, tomorrow morning. Stephanie, oikos protein shots. Yes, and drinks are really good. Yes, I was buying those for my daughter and I, and then we just like gave him a break. But yeah, that's a good option if you want to get in some protein. I love those. It's like a milky. If you like the milk of it all, you'll love that. You said both. Food is for sustainment. I read that already. Okay, all right, very good. Bev, depends on which collagen. Many are not complete proteins that can't be counted towards protein goals. Yeah, I remember you were telling somebody else that, Mel. Cookie is still on 5. That's probably why I'm hungry every few hours. I only eat small meals, though. If I'm going out to eat, my portions are bigger. That makes sense. And they give you big portions now. You're in maintenance, though. If you're in maintenance, I think that's, fine. Hold up. Wait a minute. We got Miss Nikki in the house. Hey, Miss Nikki. Wait a second. Devin is coming in with that Ezekiel bread, tuna, salt, no added fat, no mayo right now. I don't know how people eat tuna without mayo. I just don't. I cannot eat tuna without mayo. Geez, so who can eat tuna without mayo? Who does that besides Devin? Oh gosh, if you could do that, geez, Louise, you're on semaglutide compound 1.5 per week with 10 pounds to go. I am not hungry at all. All right, very good. So she's on semaglutide 1.5 per week, 10 pounds to go. 10 pounds to go. Yes, 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 yes. Very good. Let's give her some confetti. Very good. All right, we love that. Now, so would you consider going down? A little dry. Today I added butter and it was better. Okay, that's good to know. Male hates mayo. You can eat tuna without mayo. Oh, gosh. I just asked for the box when I get the entree, split it up. I used to be a gymnast, but I wouldn't even attempt a cartwheel. That's funny. The flavor. I've never tried the flavored tuna. I'm scared to. Jeez, Louise. All right. Well, with that said, I have to get out of here. I was working on a video and I was hoping to have it up tonight, but for some reason it's not downloading. I don't know what's going on. If I have to remake this video, I'm gonna be so annoyed. So hopefully I can figure out what is going on with my editing software I got going on. So hopefully I can get that out tomorrow because it's not gonna happen tonight. One thing I've been honoring is my sleep. It's the sleep of it all. So Cookie says, yes, I'm in maintenance. Oh, hey, Linda's Journey. Tuna laughing with cow cheese instead of, maybe I'll try that, Jamie. You said with cow cheese. Okay. All right. I know what you're talking about. Okay. Wait a second. You guys, I was about to get off here, but you dropping some gems. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Okay. But if I drop a few more pounds, it won't hurt my feelings. I'm not trying to get to average weight. I like being where I'm at. Overweight. So you like being overweight with those curves. Okay, very good. But you're in maintenance. Yes, yes, yes. I think I knew that, but now you refreshed my memory. All right, very good for you. I love that. As long as you love your look and how you're doing it and doing it and doing it well. Remember that. You always remind me of that too. Linda, thank you. Linda, we're on our way out of here. Dee Dee has to go to work now. So Dee Dee is on a time schedule. Chosen Foods avocado mayo is so good. Okay, I'm going to have to see if I can find that. Thank you guys so much. I love the weight loss, but I am 56 years old and can't afford to lose that muscle. Yes, and I love that. We're going to give you some confetti that you're concerned about the muscle of it all. We love that. Sometimes that's some people's last thought is the muscle. So I love that you're thinking about that. All right, very good. Don't wait, not laughing with cow cheese. Dee Dee. I'm just reading what it said. Oh my goodness. Another banger live, Dee Dee. I love that. You guys are so funny. Thank you. I love you too. Love you, Dee Dee and community. Have a good night. Great rest of the week, everyone. Good night, Pamela. She says, hi, y'all. Miss V, we're out of here. Miss V, come back on Friday if you're free. Friday, I will see you guys on Friday Night Live. We're going to be talking about the dating, the marriage, the relationships of it all. I will see you guys on Friday. Enjoy the rest of your week. And thank you to everybody that shared in the chat. I appreciate you all. Have a good night. Love you. Bye.